connection, a lot of women are disconnected from our wombs for different reasons. It could be
Yeah.
like trauma, like past
Yeah.
trauma that we don't even remember. A lot of
Yep.
women have been sexually traumatized and we don't even know.
Yep.
There's a lot of
Mhm.
shit that happens when you're like not even really there, and then you think about it later and you're like, hold up, I wasn't cool with that. Or wait a
That part.
minute, that was rape. And at the moment, you don't even realize it. Have you noticed that in like your coaching or your work?
I've noticed it in myself.
Yeah.
And definitely in coaching all kinds of people, not just women, but men as well. You know, a lot of our brothers are out of touch. We aren't necessarily educated on the things that really matter in regards to sex. We have to kind of find it out on our own. And it's based on what we've seen in television, what we've heard on the radio. I would hate to be 20 years old right now trying to figure things out. Because I'd be like, am I supposed to be a throat baby? I would really be confused.
And there's so much porn right here.
It's so easily accessible, you know, and unfortunately porn is not realistic.
You're right.
You know, and what it caused, I know for me in my experience, it caused me to shift into a performative space sexually. So of course I was an exotic dancer for a very long time. Danced at places like King of Diamonds and all kinds of places all over the country that are big time, and seeing Black China walking around and all these folks that are like ridiculously stacked and look like straight up artificial. It made me feel like, okay, because I'm natural, let me dance harder. Let me do something freakier. Let me, you know what I mean? Like do the split a little harder. And
We could have a whole different
I need
conversation.
to write a book about it.
You
I need to
do.
seriously
You have some stories, girl.
a lot of stories. But what I'm saying is that, like, I didn't realize right now what I've been doing is really just getting the support to be able to separate Zen or Raquel, whichever one I wanted to be, you know, stripper name, from Rachel. And Rachel is the one that's the coach that's able to reach people and to speak to spirit on a spiritual level and talk to people, you know, from that place. But Zen is still here. So I can pull her out at any time. You know, Rachel's the one that's gone through the sexual trauma. You know, Rachel's the one that has gone through the rejection and the, oh, I want you to be my girlfriend, but I don't want to be your boyfriend kind of thing. You know,
Yes.
all that.
And I think a lot of times women, we are of a certain age, we were brought up with this kind of feeling of like we're supposed to be good girls and there's a certain way that we're supposed to act. And so talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we definitely have a bit more, what is it, the respectability politics that, you know, we definitely were raised and trained under. I just really know that everyone is shifting. I feel like everyone should be coming out of this in a more authentic capacity. You know, you definitely will attract something you really want. You didn't wait all this time for any BS. You know what I mean? And so we're coming out, and I feel like a lot of people had time to sit and think about what they really want in life, including partnerships. I've been in a lot of conversations about poly, you know, life, more so than ever, and non-monogamous type of deals. But I also have seen a lot of people get engaged, you know, find the love of their lives. I've seen divorces happen. For myself, like I've definitely completely shifted like my understanding of what I want. Oh, and then physically, there's that aspect of we've been sitting in the house not being able to get on to our actual regimen of what keeps us healthy, what keeps us feeling sane. You know what I'm saying? Everything had to shift to virtual, virtual, virtual.
Yes.
And now, like, I'm literally just getting in myself back into the gym. I got a trainer. I'm getting back into the acupuncture office. I'm getting back into getting a massage. I got a Thai yoga massage therapist friend now. And then I'm going to be doing yoga because that's going to help me line up all my chakras and be able to be present. You know what I mean? When it's time. Oh, and I just completed a certification in something called cosmic sexuality training. And that is centered in breathing. It's centered in breath work. It's centered in releasing emotional and toxic energy off of you so that you actually can show up into your sex and your partnership, your soul and your self, your real self can come up. Because a lot of times we're bringing exes into the mix. We're bringing, you know, people that hurt us into the bedroom with us.
Yes.
And we're close our eyes and we're back in 2006.
Honey.
And we think someone else is toxic. It's like, no, sis, like, listen, that's called you need to have that cord cut or removed,
Yeah.
and so, a lot of people talk about cord cutting, but I do cord removal because you got to get to the root of that thing for it not to grow back.
Mm-hmm.